All right, you guys. I think did that get you excited a little bit? I think sometimes just something so simple, hearing dynamic drive and understanding that purpose unlocks drive and drive unlocks purpose. And that was kind of like a huge aha for me is, you know, stepping into something that I didn't know that we were going to be doing this. And why was I doing this? And understanding that it was bigger than me. It's bigger than where you're at right now and showing up. Maybe it's to show up for your kids. Maybe it's to show up for a friend that you're seeing like I'm going to do this. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to step in to what my purpose here on earth is. And that's why I was like all so fired up about it. I was like, I just want to get back and everybody get her book. And like I just loved her because she just gave so many nuggets because I think this is where we get caught is and you can add in too, Joel, but we we go for things and we're not enjoying the journey of who we become. I can tell you guys, I'm a completely different person now than where I started this company. And that is just like priceless. And you can speak on that a little bit on.
Well, here's the main reason why. It's because achievement doesn't bring fulfillment. Purpose does.
Mhm.
Hitting the goal is temporary. It's a temporary finish line. It's a you did something. Well, now what? You have to be in a pursuit of better you, better family, better things around you. Those are the things that are going to help you go through all of the different stages that you will eventually go through with your business. I mean, you got to think about it. We've been through this for 15 years. I'm safe to say we've seen a thing or two, kind of like the insurance guys. We've seen it all. And the thing is the thing that pushes us to go through, we've hit everything. We're at the top of the mountain. There isn't something that we haven't hit in this company. So people always ask, why do you still do it? And it's not because of the achievements, it's because the purpose of changing that next person's life is what's fulfilling.
And you guys, we have that here. And not always do we know we see their potential. We see everything that they have. And it's our job to offer it. And that's what I've come to this whole time. I'm like, we can look at them, we can give them everything that they need. We can have the perfect plan, we can have the perfect system. Our job is to give it to them and hope that they take action with what they've been given. So that's where that we can get caught in like, am I not a good leader? Am I not doing the right things? And what do I do now? We have everything. And if they want it, it's in their hands. You've done their job. Our job is to be there, to continually show up, right? To do the things so that they can follow suit. I think after years and years of a Monday night Zoom, there's not many people that have done a Zoom over and over and over as many times as we have. But what if I stopped? What would that do? That would trickle down. That would start other people stopping. That would just create something that I don't want to do. I don't want to stop helping other people see what it is that they can do with this business, whether that's losing weight and giving inspiration to someone that maybe they didn't even realize they were going to give inspiration to, that they're like, I can relate to you. I want the products that you have. You've saved my life. Or maybe it's financial. We don't ever know what that really looks like, but I just know that you were brought here for a reason. You're showing up to help yourself, to encourage and to help other people. It's just who we are designed to be, is to serve. And when you're in your purpose, when you're walking in your purpose, um, it just feels good. Like, I couldn't imagine not having you all as my friends. Like, I think I like that part the most. Like, you guys are my friends more than just anything. And so I love that part. But she did say, like, everything she's done, you have to step in. You have to take the chance and you have to be curious. A lot of us get caught in complacency. It's so easy to be comfortable. Or, you know what? I give you a challenge and I say, today, let's get out 10 messages and you do 10. Why wouldn't you stretch yourself? Why wouldn't you want to go a little bit farther? What if that one more was that one life that you were supposed to do? So I think what Molly's reminded me to do is enjoy the journey. Like, let's take the stress out of hitting certain things in our time out the window and just show up every day like it's you're walking in your purpose and being curious of like, what if I just talked to one more person? Um, and so I kind of went off on that on my notes a little bit. I actually have a screen, but you know, year in and year out, people ask us, how have you sustained this year in and year out, right?
Mhm.
And what would you say to that, Joel?
By consistently doing the work. Guys, it's only a handful of things that you have to do in this business. The thing is that you have to do them consistently. Consistency is the key that unlocks everything and anything that you want in life. A little bit of work done over an extended period of time can compound to create multiples of return.
And you know, you guys just got a little piece of her talk because it was the ending, and she talked about there's a keyword energy in there. And we all get to choose what we do with our energy, what we do with our day. And I think, you know, if you guys are in our team page at all, I posted today of you you run the day, don't let the day run you, because we get to choose where we're going to spend our time and with who. And so she used this as an example, and I know if you all don't have this, then something's wrong with you, but have you ever had someone text you or call you and you look down and you see the name and you're like, "Oh no, this isn't going to be good." It's just like you just know they're going to suck all of your
They're energy
energy.
vampires.
Like, "Oh my gosh, nothing ever comes out of it good." You know, you can give them all the great ideas and everything to help them and they just don't take it. But yet, and you're just looking at that. So, does anybody have those? Drop a 3. I
And
like I just need to know I'm not alone.
and if you don't have one, the chances are
You're going to get
it's
one.
you.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully not. No, I don't think so because they're on the Zoom. But that made me go, what are we giving our energy to? We get to choose that. So she talked a little bit about doing an alignment audit. And I thought, oh, this is pretty good. 6 months in, we talk about adjusting and giving ourselves an alignment and going, who do we want to give our time with? Is it people that take our advice? Do they take it with constructive criticism well? Are they willing to learn? Are they willing to pivot? Are they willing to be like, hey, I didn't have a good month or 2 months or 3 months, but I'm ready to jump back in. What do I need to do? You tell me and I'm going to do that and not beating ourselves up. So write that stuff down. Like, who do you want to give your energy to? And to know that you get to control that and you get to walk into that those lines of like, this is who I want to work with. This is the things that I want to do. And it's not even just business, but with life. We've got to be really intentional with where we spend our time and our energy, right? Because it can spiral you to do things that you normally wouldn't do, and a lot of people will quit if they get into that cycle of, maybe they're sending out a message, or maybe you're new and you're excited about this new business, and so you're putting the opportunity out for people, and you go through 20 people and they're just so negative and no. And that could be like, man, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to quit. And understanding like, nope, those are the ones that I don't want on my feed. I need to get them off of my feed and get new people in because they're not paying my bills and I'm ready to do and change lives and change my own life. And sometimes it's hard to do that. But I just know that people are like, well, how did you do that? I had to do all of the things that you're going to do. I had to get away from the wrong ones that were taking my energy in the wrong direction. I had to maybe turn off the TV to the shows that I loved in order to hit some of these goals that I wanted. And I still think you have to have these goals to drive the success. Um, but yeah, that's me. Did you have anything else on that? All right, I'm going to get to the slides. This was extra
This is
because
bonus material.
I feel like there was just so much goodness from her, and I'll do a deeper dive for those of you that want to do a leadership Zooms to give you a little bit more and not overwhelm you too much if you're new. But here is just some slides. And I think the word motivation, Joel, will be like, I don't want to have that. But these are some practical tips that I think we all need to do for sustained motivation. People always ask us, how have you sustained this for so long? And we know motivation can sometimes be fleeting and it's more of a discipline, but it's still there. So I think one, we're going to go through these in the next slides, is acknowledge your progress. Two, set your process oriented goals. And then three, celebrate the small wins. I could have reversed those a little bit, but I think you'll get the idea of how can we apply these to our business. And as we're going along this, if you're like, I'm committed to my journey. So what that means is I know that regularly we have to pause to appreciate how far you've come. How far have you come? Did you lose a couple pounds? Do you feel better with your energy? Like, have you gotten better with social media? Have you got out of your comfort zone? You've reached out and you've
That just
answered.
that just makes me laugh because think about it. Go back through 4 or 5 years ago and just look at the difference between your selfies that you take. Like, if you want a good reminder of how awesome you've gotten at social media, just go into your memories. It's a night and day difference of how amazing you've become.
And so this is important. It really is, because look at what it does. It boosts your dopamine levels and it reinforces your commitment to your goals. And so say those out loud. Get excited about that. Like, that's what I want for you guys. I know if you watch Joel at all, he'll do his Monday high fives, and he's done research on that. And that shows that high fiving yourself and celebrating does something to you. It makes you move forward in the right direction. And so don't take these light. If you're new, celebrate your new. If you're new and you haven't got a customer yet, but you've reached out and you've done your first post, that's exciting because that can be scary. And so I want to encourage you guys to write this down and really look. Gosh, I've come a long way and I'm really proud of how far I've come. Do I have more to go? Absolutely. But I want to congratulate you all right now. You're awesome and you deserve to be excited about what you've done and then where you're going. So now we're going to set some some goals. So this is me. So focus on goals that emphasize the journey rather than the outcome. This could be hard for some of you. I'm not saying, and you all know this because I'm very goal driven, like what pushes me, but it's not the end for me. I don't hit it and stop. Over 15 years I haven't stopped. So I want to teach you how can you get that into your everyday life. It's exciting when I've been able to help someone, or they've, like I said, they've got their health back, or they were able to go on a vacation that maybe they never did. But what this does is this helps you stay motivated even when there's no immediate rewards. It's so easy. Like, I know you guys right now, like, there's sizzle bonuses, there's all kinds of things. But when I joined, there was no bonus, there was no nothing. I did this and was motivated with no bonus in front of me. And how did I do that? How could I go out and do this day in and day out? And it was, okay, this changed my life. Everybody needs to know about this. Why didn't somebody else tell me about this? Oh my gosh, this product works. Have you ever heard of this? Have you tried this? And that was what kept me going. And I envisioned myself like helping multiple people over and over and over again and not stopping. So this is where we want to get you guys focused on the journey. Are you guys with me for another 2 years, 5 years, 20
15
years? What is that going to look like? So
until I run the wheels off.
it's like enjoy the journey and not just the outcome so you don't get burned out. I think that's where hearing Molly and talking to her a little bit, that's where I think we need to do a better job. So, how can I help you guys enjoy the journey and breaking those up? I think finally, now that we can get back together, green carpet conference, really be intentional with getting around people. We do need to fill that up. What brings you joy? What fills your cup? And recognize that, because then that journey will just help you even that much better. And then celebrate the small wins. I kind of did that at the beginning, but I think it's important. Every achievement, no matter how small, is a step forward. And I think that is totally important. Recognize and celebrate and keep your motivation high. That will keep your motivation high. It's almost like discipline with motivation. People are like, how do you stay motivated? How do you do all that? Well, I think it is important to recognize again. Maybe you had a hard time getting up today. Maybe somebody just totally derailed you and you got on the Zoom. That is a win. Even though we may not put that out there that, hey, you know, Mel got on the Zoom tonight. Like, that's not on our like daily tasks or something. But if that was a struggle for you to be committed to show up every Monday night to see what you can do, that's a win for you. Celebrate that. You know what? Like, everybody needs to be like, raise up right now and be like, yeah, everybody needs to do it. Watch what happens. Like, yes, like dopamine starts to fill, you get excited. Like, what was that win that you had?
When you take a physical action of excitement when you're doing something, it actually increases the energy, not only that you feel, but the people that are possibly interacting with you for that day feel. So if you can find a way to excite yourself and create that energy within you, it will translate, even if it's not a phone call, even if it's not a Zoom, even if it's not in person, it resonates in the things that you do.
Yeah. You know, people come on this newbies and be like, "Oh, what did I get from this Zoom?" Like, and I always question like, "Did I give them a script? What did I do?" But I feel like, Joel lives and breathes for this because it is so important to give your brain the right fuel if you're going to be on a journey. Somebody that's gonna go on a journey isn't just thinking, "Oh, I'm just gonna go on a sprint. I don't need any snacks." Like, we're on a journey. We need the snacks, guys. So we need to fuel our brain with all of the right things. And so I know that getting to events, where do we go? Nobody says, "Hey, Steph and Joel, go listen to this." We know that there's gonna be hard times, there's gonna be great times, but we are prepared for everything that comes our way. And I hope that this just gives you guys a sense of peace of knowing, hey, they're in here and we can go to them and they're going to help get us through this little detour that might have stalled our business, or I hit a wall. What can I do? And we can pivot because I know the business works when we decide to work the business because we have all these different platforms. It's sometimes just that block of like hearing the wrong people or environment that's stalling us from that next level. And if you're feeling like this, we've said this before too, like if you're feeling like, man, I just want to get to that next level, there's always a new devil at the next level. There's always going to be something that says no because you have the ability to do so much good with what you have your hands on. And so of course there's going to be roadblocks, but if I said to you, Gal, it's been easy for me, Angel, I don't know what you're talking about, that would not be relatable. That would not help you get through the times that are tough. And so I'm grateful for these moments. You don't see them always on social media, see the highlights, but I'm telling you, there's a ton of great things that we've gone through and been able to do. But it's in those moments of in the journey where, man, that roadblock was really hard. But I'm so grateful I went through it because I have a way to be able to help you when you go through that. And we're all going to do that. And I think that being a leader and just being super transparent with you is more helpful than not saying that at all. And so, what can I tell you today as a newbie, or maybe you've been in for 6 months, maybe you've been in for years? I think from me, you're not going to hear, go work harder. That's not it. But I do know that action moving forward in the direction you want to go, you have to move forward. And so, how can we do that? How can we be better? Are you doing that with a sense of like, I'm excited to go help someone? I've seen this for 24 years change lives. I want to be that next person that helps get that in their hands, and it's their choice whether they do it or not. I wanna be the one that's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe green carpet's right around the corner, you guys. Who are you talking to?" Because we know usually there's gonna be some type of announcement. So are you excited about what we have? Like, we have to have this journey of like, okay, here's a little dip in our season of summer. I'm so grateful that I get to work from home and enjoy summer and do all of these things, but I'm so ready for people to be back in school so that people get back on a schedule and they want to order and get back in routine and they want to join the business and they're ready for the new year. So I'm going to take the good in all of the seasons. It's just going to be maybe good for different parts of my life, right? The business time, summer always isn't my favorite for business coming in, but I love it because I love summer and the time that I get to spend with people. And how lucky are we that we get to do this from anywhere we want? And, like that is what I'm grateful for because I know if I'm talking to people, you need to get in now because I know what's coming for the fall. And then I know what's coming right after the fall, you guys. It's the new year. And I see it again and again. Like, who are the ones that are being excited about these next seasons of what we go into in our business? It's the journey. It ultimately comes down to the journey. Joel, I know you probably have something that you want to add to that. Or was I just that good?
No, you're just that good. No, here's the thing though. You need to do it with boldness. You need to have an irreverence that people look at and go, wow, what are they doing? Why are they so excited? Why are they so motivated? Because that draws people to you. If you're just ho hum, lackadaisical about it, and have no standing, people will just brush it off. The person that gets the most attention is the one that's making the most noise. We are in an attention society. You need to create the attention for yourself that will draw people in. So do the things boldly and step into it and step up to what it is that you have available.
I mean, it's just time to be dynamic. Molly said that it's a dynamic drive. We get to decide that. I love that we get to control our energy and what we put out. And it's so powerful when you get to decide that. I mean, you've committed to come on Monday night, and I hope that you continue to do that because having that, excitement carrying you through when you're going to go through the week and we won't see you guys for another week. Like, you're going to hit bumps in the road, but you need to understand, like, hey, next week, I'm going to be here again and we're going to help you and give you exactly what you need on Monday nights to be able to go through. So, our job is simple. It's the people that make it difficult. So, I challenge you this week to go get your customers, you guys. That's our job. We offer the opportunity, we offer the product, and then that's what we do. And then we just try to get them in and then repeat. So, what were you? Oh, I was like, what was Joel posting at? I had one more for you guys to end your night. So focus your energy and watch what happens. So align our energy with what drives us most. And again, be smart about that. Like, if there's somebody you look at their name and you're like, it's not going to do me any good, don't give your energy there. Where will I focus my energy? Where will I open time and energy for? And I think that's just as important as I'm going to give my energy here, but I'm going to take from here because this isn't doing anything for my business, for my life, for where I'm going. So, this is something that she said too, is you see great leaders manage their energy and chase what matters most. And I was like, whoa, okay. Like, it's okay to go. I'm giving you permission. It's okay to go after those dreams and show your kids, like, hey, I'm going after this. I want to change their life. It's okay. And do the alignment audit, the 10 most important things, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10.
So basically, what you need to do is what are the 10 most important things in your life? Rate them 1 to 10 after you've written them down, and then look and see on a scale of 1 to 10 next to those what you're spending your energy on. A lot of times what happens is you end up finding out that you're not spending energy on the things that are important to you. You're actually letting other things take and make themselves important to you. So look at what it is that is important to you. How much energy are you spending on them? And then conversely, here's something that I want to state about your business and why your business needs to be in the top 3. And that's because your business has the ability to create more time for you. When your business creates an income that allows you to buy your time back, you are now able to move things up that important list because of the fact that you eliminated things that you had to do, not that you get to do.
Mhm. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. I know it was a little bit longer, and sometimes it's like for me, it's hard because I'm always like, just tell me what to do and I'll go do it. But it's Zooms like this that, or talks like this that help me get my mind right and go, man, okay, I just needed to hear that. And I needed to hear it from a different angle and what can move me in the right direction. And so that's always my hope and prayer for you guys is that we give you something that you can absolutely use and apply not only to your business, but to your life. Because we truly do love you guys just so much. And that's our hearts of what of who we are is just want to give you everything that you possibly can to equip you to be the best version of yourself. So, Joel, I'll have you close it out in prayer and then we're going to have just an awesome week, right?
That's
Like
right.
I'm excited.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group of leaders. I just ask that you would bless them this week, fill them up to overflowing so that they can go out and pour into others, bring the right people into their lives to help build them up, bring people into their lives that they can impact and do incredible things for your kingdom. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, have a good week.
See
We'll
you
see you
guys.
Monday.